Hi students, welcome to my channel Thoughts of Physics.
In the video series of oscillations, in this class I am going to explain the simple harmonic motion and uniform circular motion. That means the relation of the simple harmonic motion with the uniform circular motion. So it is somewhat surprising because simple harmonic motion means it is to and fro motion. But if you take the uniform circular motion, it is not the to and fro motion. How these two can relate? Let us discuss that. The relation of uniform circular motion with the simple harmonic motion. So now for that, let us discuss a particle moving along the circumference of the circular path of radius capital A. Capital A is the radius of the circular path, and along the circumference of the circular path, let us consider a particle is moving. Now, so let us consider two mutually perpendicular diameters. X dash is a diameter and y dash is the another diameter. These are the two mutually perpendicular diameters. Now the particle is moving along the circular path with an angular velocity omega. Omega is the angular velocity of the particle. Now, so let us draw the normal from P. What is the point P means? So initially let us consider the particle starts from X. The particle starts from this point X, and after a time T it reaches the point P. Initially it starts from X, after some time T it reaches the point P. Now, so within the time T, so the particle covers an angular displacement theta. Theta is the angular displacement covered by the particle when the particle moving from X to P. Now, so let us draw a normal from P onto the y dash diameter. This is the y dash diameter. Now we are drawing the normal from point P to onto the y dash diameter. It touches the y dash diameter at a point N. So here Pn is the normal drawn from P to y dash. Pn is the normal drawn from P to y dash, and it touches the y dash diameter at point N. So this N can be considered as foot of the perpendicular. N is the foot of the perpendicular. For this perpendicular, N is the foot. Now, so as the particle moving along the circular path, as the position of the particle changes, the position of N, that is foot, also changes. For example, if the particle is at point P, here it is the foot position. For example, if the particle moves somewhere here, the foot will be here. If the particle moves here, the foot is here. If the particle moves here, the foot is like here. That means as the particle moves along the circular path, the foot of this perpendicular moves along y dash diameter to and fro about the mean position. That means when the particle moving along the circular path, the foot of the perpendicular moves along the y dash diameter to and fro about the mean position. Here mean position is O. From this, with respect to this mean position, the foot moves to and fro. That means it is nothing but to and fro motion. We can consider it as simple harmonic motion. That means the motion of the foot along the y dash diameter. The motion of the foot along the y dash diameter is the projection of the motion of the particle on the circular path. That means both the motions are similar. The motion of the foot along y dash diameter is similar to the motion of the particle on the circular path. As the particle moving along the circular path, the foot moves along the y dash diameter. Now, so let us consider the particle starts from X, and after a time T, it reaches the point P. Now, it covers an angular displacement theta. So that angular displacement can be considered as theta is equal to omega into T. Theta is equal to omega into T. That is, we know the definition of theta, that is equal to omega into T, because theta is the displacement. Displacement is a product of time and velocity. So velocity is omega and time is T. So that's why t into omega. Omega t is the theta. That is the angular displacement covered by the particle when it reaches p from x. That is the theta. Here we have taken theta. Right. Next, so when the particle moves from x to p, then the foot of the perpendicular moves from O to N by a distance of y. It covers a displacement y. When the particle moves from x to p, the foot moves from O to N and it covers a displacement y. Now, the displacement of the foot of the perpendicular, that is N, at that instant is y. That means here from the particle, as the particle moves from x to p, it covers an angular displacement theta. Now, the foot moves from O to N, it covers a linear displacement y. That means both are similar here. That means from angle OPN, if we consider the triangle OPN, OPN is the triangle. OPN is the triangle. From this triangle, so this is the theta according to the symmetry. If this is theta and this also will be theta. Now from the triangle OPN, here this is the theta. For this theta, if you take sine theta, that is from the triangle OPN, sine theta is equal to, the formula of sine theta is opposite side by hypotenuse. The formula of sine theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. So for this theta, opposite side is ON. For this theta, opposite side is ON and hypotenuse is OP. Hypotenuse is OP. That means sin theta is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. Opposite side is ON over hypotenuse is OP. Now, if you substitute the values, sin theta is equal to ON. The value of ON is y and OP is, that is the radius, that is capital A. That is ON is equal to y and OP is equal to A from the figure. Next, if you cross multiply it, y is equal to A sin theta, A into sin theta. Now, y is equal to A into sin theta. Already we have discussed this. Theta is equal to omega into t. Now, y is equal to A sin omega t. So, this is equation number 1. So, this equation represents the particle, displacement of the particle executing simple harmonic motion. Now, here we consider that the foot along y dash diameter. So now similarly we can consider the foot along the x dash diameter also. So as the particle at point P, if you take the normal from P to x dash diameter, that is PM. Here PM is the normal drawn from P to x dash. PM is the normal drawn from P to x dash. So now we have taken where M is the foot of the perpendicular. Here perpendicular is PM, that is a normal. PM is the normal and M is the foot of the perpendicular, foot of the normal. Now, so M is the foot of the perpendicular. Now if you take this triangle, what is the triangle here? It is OPM. So from the triangle OPM, if you take cos theta, this is the theta, cos theta is equal to, we know the formula of cos theta is adjacent side by hypotenuse. For this theta, adjacent side is OM. OM is the adjacent side. OM by hypotenuse is OP. OP is the hypotenuse. For this theta, cos theta, if you consider, cos theta means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Adjacent side for this theta is OM by hypotenuse is OP, that is OM by OP. MO, let us consider that as X. MO is X and OP is A. Now, so from this X is equal to, if we cross multiply it, A cos theta will get. So X is equal to A into cos, theta is equal to omega t. As we discussed here, theta is equal to omega t. Let it be equation number 2. Now equation number 1, y is equal to a sin omega t. Equation number 2, x is equal to a cos omega t. Now both equations, equation number 1 and equation number 2 represents the displacement of a particle executing simple harmonic motion. That means both sine function and cosine function, both the functions represent the simple harmonic motion. So this is about the relation between uniform circular motion and simple harmonic motion, and the expressions for the displacement of simple harmonic motion. So thank you.